This is a cabin update on August 12th, 2017. As you can see, the grass is growing crazy, lots of weeds. Haven't had time to adjust to do anything with the grass, maybe another year or so. So I'll give you a quick tour here of the progress we've made since last time. So we'll look inside first, quick look inside, and then we'll go down the basement. So let this adjust to the light here. I'm going to leave this door open. So this is the west end of the cabin. I got my super insulated cooler here. Took an old cooler, added 2 inches of insulation all the way around. Thing works great. It's kept stuff cold all week with just a 10-pound bag of ice and the original frozen bottle I came up here with. So I got my my cot in the far end, and here's my little table here. Command Central, my marine battery, which powers my LED light up in the ceiling, and it's all working. It's working good. So if we spin around here, these are the 3 windows looking toward the south, back of the cabin. These 2 windows here are going to be for the gable ends. I haven't had a chance to install those yet. They'll go in this year before the snow flies. Here's the wood stove, which you've seen before. Behind it's a solar panel. I tried out the solar panel and charge controller for the first time this week, and everything works really nice. I got about a 14.5 volt charge out of the charge controller going into the battery, and flip down. This is my charge controller on the floor here. It's a tracer. I just strung the things out to give it a try, see if it worked. Works good. So now I'll build a battery box outside where I can house the battery, charge controller, and then eventually I'll have some type of structure to support the solar panel outside. So this is the kitchen end of the cabin. So put in a temporary kitchen counter, piece of plywood, a couple coats of polyurethane on it, and I have my sink. My sink came in. I cut a hole for that. That was fun. Popped the sink in. Got my Coleman stove over here so I can boil water or do a little cooking. Been working this trip on piping again. The hole there, that's where the drain piping will go for the sink. I'll show you that, more on that in a minute down the cellar. This is the bathroom area. I have the flange in the floor. Got some cardboard covering it so nothing drops down there. So I have to cut the tile around the flange, lay the tile, and then set the toilet on top of that with the wax ring, and then of course the shower over here, which not much going to be done with for the foreseeable future. And there'll be obviously a wall here running between the kitchen area and the bathroom with a door. I think I settled on 28-inch door wide between the toilet and the shower ends to get in and out there. So once I get the toilet set and some of the tile down, I'll build that wall. Probably throw a sheet of sheetrock on the inside of it, and I'm going to have the wall removable, for, at least for the time being, so I can go in at a later date and hook up the the piping to the shower when I get some hot water up here. So here's my cutting station for PVC pipe. This has worked good, just a miter box and a hacksaw. Gives me a straight cut. I got a file and a knife there to clean up the ends. Got my faucet ready to go in. Once the drain piping's done, we'll start the work with the PEX piping, water supply piping. So I got a roll of PEX there. I got some fittings in that box. I got my crimping tool over here. So that's where we are in the kitchen area. Just panning back to the other end. We'll take a quick look down in the cellar, show you what I've been doing down there. It's my brush pile that I'm going to burn this winter. In this fall, I have to throw a tarp over it so it stays dry, keep the snow off it. I tried burning last winter and it was all wet from the snow. I didn't get very far. So coming over the side here, this plywood in the ground, that's where I set up the solar panel the other day. Needed a flat space for that panel and the battery and the charge controller. Off in the distance there, this pile of logs that I got to cut up eventually for firewood. It's my small pile of firewood right now. Got the well back there, and here's our entrance to the cellar. So I'll try and go down here quickly. And safely. Gonna get some stairs built one of these days, but haven't had time yet. So here's the cellar. I guess it's coming out okay in the video. Here's my 300-gallon water tank, which is full right now, almost full. I filled it up in June from the well. Don't know if you can see it at the far end. That white garden hose, that's a potable water garden hose I got from Walmart. It's really cheap. And I used a 12-volt bilge pump, which is a red pump on the floor underneath the sawhorses, to pump the 300 gallons of water from the well down here. And it only took about 3 hours to fill that tank up. So I'm thinking of getting another one as well, just to be on the safe side, have extra water. So this has been my project this week. The drain piping. So I got the main stack there. To the right, it's hooked up to a toilet. To the left, it's going up to the kitchen sink. Got a couple more runs up there to do. The fixture just below that will go off to the right, and that'll go to the shower and the sink in the bathroom. Then I have a clean out, and then it comes down to the pipe going out to the septic tank. This was the trickiest part, curving the pipe out, making sure everything lined up. Looks good for now. Hopefully it'll stay that way. So that is about it for now. It's my ladder going out. So we'll be back with more plumbing updates as we get work completed. Bye for now.